Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakuno Wodi say if you dey abroad, never come Edo State. Big problem dey, e dey Edo State. The sickness wey dey Edo State now dey kpai people every day. Hospital bed for UBTH don full. And the government no give warning to people. Make I leave you, make you hear from Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakuno Wodi, as he also give us update about CFO. Try watch this video from beginning to the end. You go hear so many things wey he put him out. Enjoy the video.
If you are in abroad, you are traveling down to Edo State, I better wait first. Wait, never come home. They're not they show you for television and radio. Say problem, we have a big problem. Now somebody said, ask a question, meaning all those CFO Obaseki sign are fake. No, there is no fake CFO. CFO signed by Ogbeha, CFO signed by Konebasi Asukwo, CFO signed by Lucky Benedio. Oshomole did not sign much CFO, but he signed some. All of them are valid CFO, but there are procedures. Obaseki brought in state of the art CFO. As of today, under Oshomole administration, one land can have two CFO. One land can have two CFO. But under Obaseki administration, one land cannot have two CFO. Once a CFO is attached to land, it is finished. That system was achieved through the aid of the Merlin. I think the government should take responsibility. Go, if you want to confirm what I'm saying now, get yourself a nose mask. Protect yourself in totality. Go to UBTH and see what is happening. There is no bed space again. Just go there, go and see. And I want to use this as an opportunity to tell those of you around Edo State, maintain public distance, please. Please, maintain what? Public distance. This is a pandemic. Even if it has not been announced as a pandemic, it is a pandemic, and the Okpebolo administration should be able to take responsibility to address this menace, because it's a problem. I won't deceive you. Under the tutelage of Obaseki administration, an action would have been taken by now. Maintaining public distance, washing your hands, moving with your nose mask. If you are not with your nose mask, you should be arrested. But no level of enlightenment, nothing is happening. It's just as if nothing is going on. Whereas we have a pandemic ravaging us on a daily basis now in Edo State.
Please, if you have not shared this video, please share. I'm Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakuno Wodi, and I have beautiful updates for you today. And I'm going to break it into two segments. Good evening from wherever you're watching me from. I'm Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakuno Wodi. By the grace of God, the CFO man Edo State. What we discuss about CFO is important, but the issue that borders on public concern is the health of Edo people. Education is not a scam. I think Edo State government is not doing much at all in respect to addressing the health of Edo people. What is still happening? Are we not aware that the current sickness that is in Edo State today is even stronger than the COVID-19? Do you know how many persons have lost their life as a result of this health challenge that just broke out just recently? It's almost a communicable disease. Almost a communicable disease. Not almost, it is. So many persons go just even in the mobile, we have recorded some few deaths. Go to UBTH, no more beds. People are lying on the ground. Everyone is a victim. Everyone. So what is the Ministry of Health doing in respect to this? No level of sensitization. As of now, schools should have been shut down in Edo State. Drivers should be made to at least carry 2 persons in vehicle. It's enough for you to have a lockdown as far as this state is concerned. Does it mean that the Ministry of Health and the government is not enlightened in respect to this? Or they are not seeing this as a major threat to the people of Edo State? What is happening? What is actually happening? In case they are not aware, this challenge is even higher than the COVID-19 that the entire world defended itself against. What we have today in Edo State is higher than COVID-19. COVID-19 was not able to kill young men, by young men.
in Nigeria compared to the way it was in the Western world. Elderly persons, all of them. But as of today, young men, young women, elderlies are all going down on a daily basis. And I'm surprised our schools are still in operation. Drivers are still loading people in the vehicle, moving commuters from one place to another, as if there are no pandemic. In fact, this is a pandemic. This is purely a pandemic. And I think it is expedient on the part of government to act immediately to address this issue, except if the government is not competent. The government is not aware of the fact that when you talk about securing the life and property of citizens, it includes but not limited to the health of your citizens as well. No, the level of enlightenment is very shallow. I won't deceive you. This is the only way we can also say, Governor Obaseki, you are a great man. Governor Obaseki, believe you me, in respect to this, I salute you with all sense of alacrity. Under the tutelage of the Obaseki administration, when this kind of thing happens, he knows how to manage it. But here today in Edo State, I'm not seeing anything. The Ministry of Health is acting as if nothing is happening. Edo, but let me tell you, the sickness that you have today in Edo is worse than HIV/AIDS. It is worse than HIV/AIDS because HIV/AIDS, when you contract such infection, if you are aware of it from the initial stage, you can still live a normal life. People will not even know that you are infected. But this one, you may not even last up to 5 days, you lose your life. It is even worse than Lassa fever, that is synonymous with the bubonic plague that greeted Nigeria in 1920. What we have today, if it is in the US or in the Western world, it would have been declared a pandemic as of today. But the government is not doing anything in respect to this. They are just they are trivializing it. Children are still going to school. By now, school should be shut down. Declare national emergency on health. Find a lasting solution on how to maintain manageable distance. Go and look at our drivers. They are still loading. No health infrastructure. Nobody is coming out from different areas to say let the level of enlightenment be increased. Nothing is on television. It's just as if nothing is happening, and people are dying on a daily basis. What is happening? Is this gross incompetence? I have told myself that we never criticize this administration, but in respect to this, I think it's very expedient. If they are not aware, let us call them immediately to swing into actions, because it is not going to affect just Edo Light, because we have commuters, we have people that are traveling. Definitely it's going to spread across Nigeria. What is the strategy to actually address this issue? Or are we waiting for World Health Organization to assist us? Or are we going to wait for Queen Elizabeth may say some of their people come and help Nigeria improve? What is happening? I think the government should take responsibility. Go, if you want to confirm what I'm saying now, get yourself a nose mask. Protect yourself in totality. Go to UBTH and see what is happening. There is no bed space again. Just go there, go and see. And I want to use this as an opportunity to tell those of you around Edo State, maintain public distance, please. Please, maintain what? Public distance. This is a pandemic. Even if it has not been announced as a pandemic, it is a pandemic, and the Okpebholo administration should be able to take responsibility to address this menace, because it's a problem. I won't deceive you. Under the tutelage of Obaseki administration, an action would have been taken by now. Maintaining public distance, washing your hands, moving with your nose mask. If you are not with your nose mask, you should be arrested. But no level of enlightenment, nothing is happening. It's just as if nothing is going on. Whereas we have a pandemic ravaging us on a daily basis now in Edo State. If you are in abroad, you are traveling down to Edo State, I better wait first. Wait. Never come home. They're not they show you for television and radio. Same problem. We have a big problem. We have a big problem. Never come. Wait first. Wait. I don't know if it is that the government is not even aware. I don't know, because if they are aware, would have seen the Ministry of Health putting in modalities and mechanism to address this problem. We're not seeing anything of such. And now, what is the level of apart from the federal hospital, is the state hospital empowered enough to actually address this problem? This thing started from Edo. It was recorded first from Edo. I expected the government to, as a matter of urgency, shut down all public schools. Let's look for a solution to this problem before we can regroup people again in a specific enclave. That is that in that regard. I'm going to come back again to actually discuss about this. I, for one, I won't deceive you. From yesterday till now, I did very careful. I know they come out like that. If I go my bush, go walk, person will carry me, go far from me. I know they carry more than 3 persons on my vehicle again. If you want go walk, you do this side. Who they drive this side, this side. I not give that opportunity for you to tell me your speed, touch me. We need distance. And these transporters, government should go and enlighten them. They should stop. If it is to set up a committee immediately that will go to various parks, don't carry more than, if you are using a minibus, at least 2 at the back, 2 at the center, then the driver and the passenger. It's over. Don't jump out people in the bus. If you see the way this thing require people, just again today, we just hear say one woman don't buy again. We not first sick before. The thing never reach 5 days. She don't go down. What did they happen now? Government they look. Ministry of Health never even start to the act as if nothing played. This one incompetence have been awaiting. So please, the government should look into this. Now, updates on CFO in Edo State. Update on CFO in Edo State. I've told myself, I will never play politics of hatred. I will say it the way it is. Even if my party today is not in power, I'm a member of People Democratic Party. We must also agree to the fact that every political party has an intention of getting into power tomorrow. But we should not allow politics to becloud our sense of reasoning. Instead of us to say the truth, because the person who is there is not our friend, we will do everything humanly possible to malign his image. I will not be party to that. I will tell you, give you the update, and this is the truth and nothing but the truth. Before I go ahead, a political party can be defined as a group of persons coming together to achieve a goal which as an individual alone cannot be able to achieve. It involves the conglomeration of people with same ideology coming together to achieve a goal which as an individual on your own you cannot be able to achieve it. Now let me give a classical example. We started as a member of the All Progressive Congress sometime in 2015. I was a member of PDP. After we led the transformation agenda of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. After which in 2016 we eventually supported the administration or the election of His Excellency H.E. Governor Godwin Obaseki, an academic aficionado. We did that because it was obvious that the man is absolutely very competent in our sphere. Checking out, looking at his background, looking at his political and physical antecedent, looking at his economic background, we actually agreed to the fact that he was competent. And we went into the elections in 2016. And in 2019, we all moved, because it was denied the ticket, we all moved again from the All Progressive Congress to the PDP. That's to tell you that a political party may not even contest the election. They may end up getting power. Let me give you a classical example. The total number of persons in the APC that are aggrieved today will definitely come to fight this governor. You will be surprised. PDP will be on their own, or even Labour will be on their own when they will bring power to them to say, want to use your platform to run in an elections. Owing to the fact that in Nigeria, independent candidate is not given the opportunity to run. You must run under a template or under a political formation. Now, let's be very sincere. I want to give you the clear update. Politically, what we witness today in Edo State is regime change. The regime change is political regime change, not a military or forceful regime change. Even if we did not agree to the electoral process, but we also agree to the fact that the manipulation was announced on democratic principle. And as of today, there is an administration in Edo State, and that admin will never be comfortable to work with the existing structure that is on ground. Take it from me, if you happen to be the governor, take it from me, if you happen to be the governor tomorrow, and Osakwunokwode is the governor today, and Osakwunokwode is leaving power, and Osakwunokwode is leaving power, you are coming in as a governor, you will never allow the carcasses of Osakwunokwode administration to be part and parcel of your administration. That is what is happening today in Edo GIS. Now, Edo GIS was run by consultants in the past. We have white men who were part and parcel of the process, and you have the managing director who happens to be a black man, an Edo man to be precise. And again, you also have the operational head who happens to be white man. Then it was a woman that started Edo GIS. Later, Ahie came in as the managing director Edo GIS. There was an agreement between consultants and the government, which we were not privy to the agreement in terms of financial remuneration. At the end of the day, we were having smooth sail in terms of CFO dispensation. Later on, Okpebholo administration came into being. I also get it clear. Look at where the mistake came in from. While we negotiated with the consultant, we did not tell the consultant to establish the system for Edo. It was consultant system used for Edo and not owned by Edo. Are you getting the point? It was consultant system used for Edo. It was not owned by Edo. Then you have Edo GIS. You have GIS, Geographical Information System. They were managed by transport company, mainly of Lebanese extraction. Now, at the end of the day, when Okpebholo came in, everybody was privy to this information. Allegedly, because I cannot be specific in terms of the amount, the consultant said that they were being owned the sum of 3 billion naira. Okpebholo said, I can't pay 3 billion. I can't pay. I do not need consultants. Whichever agreement you had in the past is an agreement with the previous dispensation. Even if I will engage you, I must have my own personal agreement. To be candid with you, the transport company was a very good company. I won't deceive you in respect to the management of Edo GIS, but get it clear. The system used was not owned by Edo. It was owned by transport company controlled by the Lebanese. At the end of the day, because the negotiation was not okay with them, they shut down a particular part of the system called the Meline. Those who are talking about Edo GIS may not even know what is happening. I'm telling you now. And what is this Meline? Meline enables you to access a file. As of today, even if your CFO is signed, you can't pick it if the system is not updated to meet up to expectation. When these persons notice that the Edo State government under Okpebholo is refusing to agree to their term, they immediately disabled the entire system. The only luck that we had was that the data management system was in Edo State Governor's office. If not, who submits your photo today for not even know say your photo day? So get it clearly. The agreement as at then was not totally concrete. It was not owned by Edo State. It was owned by the company with the consultant. And get it clearly, when there is no proper negotiation, what do you expect from the consultant? Consultant, anybody that wants to go to business is going there for profit maximization. Anybody that is going for business, the first orientation is profit maximization. And when you are fighting for profit, you must ensure that your goal and objective is achieved. Now, the government refused to agree to their term. They shut down the system. Ask yourself, do you expect that system to peak within a twinkle of an eye? Let's forget about politics. As of today, what you have in Edo GIS today is Edo GIS, run by Edo. Edo GIS, run by Edo. Edo GIS, run by Edo, not Edo GIS, run by somebody somewhere that can decide the fate of your CFO. Now, it is also true that the files are not moving yet. But you should also understand that you must give them the time to recapture all the data. Because as of today, go and check Edo GIS. What you have today there is state-of-the-art new instrument, domesticated instrument, where as of today, you no longer snap documents, you scan. Before, it snaps. As of today, when you bring in your document, your exact document reflects in the system. I am not for Okpebolo. I will say it the way it is. Edo GIS actually needs some time, because what is happening today, get it clear, they are rebuilding. Citizens need to be patient. And let me tell you, you can put in your application, and I will tell you series of mandates that Edo GIS is managing. One, Edo GIS is not shutting down. Edo GIS is open. Let me give you a classical example. I have CFO signed by Senator Mondo Okpebolo. January, I have given some to persons before the consultant shut down the system. That's why as of today, there is a little stoppage. I expect Edo citizens to be patient and give the government some time to actually re-establish the system. Now, somebody said, ask a question, meaning Edo CFO, Obaseki signed a fake. No, there is no fake CFO. CFO signed by Ogbeha, CFO signed by Konebasi Asukwo, CFO signed by Lucky Benedion. Oshomole did not sign more CFO, but he signed some. All of them are valid CFO, but there are procedures. Obaseki brought in state-of-the-art CFO. As of today, under Oshomole administration, one land can have two CFO. One land can have two CFO. But under Obaseki administration, one land cannot have two CFO. Once a CFO is attached to land, it is finished. That system was achieved through the aid of the Merlin. But also, people were not aware that we needed to steal that technology. We needed to steal that idea from the consultants. The consultants, they were faster than us. When they noticed that Okpebolo is no longer negotiating, and Okpebolo is sending in some persons to quickly study the Merlin system, they shut it down immediately. There was some remnant that was remaining. Already their business has been terminated. They went through physical planning system to again shut down the Edo GIS system. That's what is happening. It's not as if the government is not ready to give you CFO. The system is being built. This is the right information. Take it from me and go and verify. Now, there are a series of mandates. Why do you need to put in your application? Because my bros here, Efosa, Sogi, say don't put your application on something that is not working. Now, I want to answer you. There are so many mandates associated with the Edo GIS, and this is what you did. First, having your application in CFO process gives you guarantee and security on that land. Edo has enlightened to the level at which everybody goes to carry out check before buying the land. Everybody goes to carry out check before buying the land. And when you carry out check, the checking system is perfectly working. It will show that Mr. Paul, Mr. Peter, Mr. Andrew has applied on this land. He is here to get a CFO. Will you continue to buy land where Mr. Peter calls you to come and buy? Mr. Paul is applying for CFO. You will run. So your application with Edochis will show to the person who is coming to check that Mr. Peter and Mr. Paul has already applied there. If you must buy that same land, you tell the seller to go and call Mr. Peter. I want to see Mr. Peter who has an application on this land to know if this land is legitimate. But if you do not have an application on the land and somebody somewhere is coming to say, I want to buy, and they go to check the land is free, they will buy. And let me also tell you, there are a series of conflicting situations attached to land related matters. A buyer goes to Igwe Sevao community or your Sevao community, for example, buys the 100 by 100. It's not an EDG. Another buyer went again to that community to buy 100 by 100, the same land. It's not an EDG of that community. What makes you think that your deed of transfer is far more better than the deed of transfer of the next man? I've told you all before. Having a main deed of transfer or just the one single community approval can sell an entire community. So the paper you are parading is not enough to secure you in a court of competent jurisdiction. The paper you are parading is not enough to secure you in a court of competent jurisdiction. And also, let me tell you, the first thing they ask from you in court is your survey plan. Not even your CFO first. The first thing they ask, go and verify what I want to tell you now. If issue want to be judged, the first thing they ask, who did survey on this land? Let's see your survey. Now, so having an application on a virgin land also helps you to secure the process of land security. So because when somebody goes to check and your documents are totally okay, it reflects in CAS that Mr. AAAA has applied on this land. If I go to a land, I see and say they apply put, they say Mr. John apply for land, I don't buy again. Why will I buy when it is obvious? Say Mr. John. If you go buy that one, you know there are some people really now problem land that they buy. They love problem land. They goes there, they say I need that way there along the road. That one, I'm gonna sell them for me. Yes, that's a clear different case. That person is ready to fight with you. But a true developer wants to develop. We go and buy land not for war, but for peace. That is another issue. So let us not politicize CFO related activity. Let's leave the politics out and say the way it is. I cannot be governor today and allow Edo, who was the former governor of Edo State, for an example, allow Edo's men to be in my administration. I won't allow it. If anybody in Edo administration which to take part in my administration, you are going to decamp very fully. You renounce your membership of the other political divide. I will not allow the wikematic politics in my administration. That is what is going on right now in Edo State. If you have not shared this video, please share. So, it is the truth and nothing but the truth. Everyone put in your application, you get your CFO, certainly. But the system is under upgrade. Go there now, see. They are snapping to regain any lost data. If I which the database was not in government house, forget the CFO wey you say you apply for, so forget and don't be. But believe me, they not lost any data. They recover and back. You know what? Let me tell you, system shut down. If let me break it very so that people will understand. As they shut the system down, they bring in more people where is service system to fight now to they try to reclaim. They try to reclaim. They fight now to reclaim. You understand that part too? Everybody don't want me the result just come back, but no. Whether you are APC, you are PDP, you are ABGA, or whatever political party you are, say it the way it is. Say it the way it is. I'm not a party to this administration. I have not linked to this administration. I do not even have an intention to be part of the administration. But also, get it very clearly, I cannot be used by anybody to achieve their own political aim. If there must be political aim to be achieved, I, Usakwuno Hodi, must have a larger chunk in terms of the benefit to be derived. I don't labor for Edo State. I don't suffer for Edo State. I don't partake for Edo State. I join people who make the entire Lucky Way Road. I've engaged in series of struggle. Edo State House Assembly, I've shut it down twice. Ask Comrade Shaibu. Now, long grabbing fight you want to talk. So as at now, me don't see fight reach. Make people say help me fight. I cannot be a sacred cow. I cannot be a sacred cow. I am a renowned human rights activist. That's just the basic fact. But as of today, I've chosen not to be a political sacred cow. We'll say it the way it is. I think it's very expedient for the government. I think it's very expedient for people to understand this. Give the government some time. Let the system be reclaimed. Everyone will get their statutory right of occupancy. And let me quickly say this. When we are doing all what we do as a people, let's try not to add envy to our actions. Let's try not to add envy to our actions. This is a new government. They have their people. It is their tone. It is their tone. It is their tone. Leave them, let them do the administration the way they want to administer the state. For those of us who are opposition, let us go to the drawing board and look for how to strategize to unseat this set of people. The only way we can unseat them, I don't care about Okpebolo, I don't care about any of them. I don't care about any of them. If we must unseat them, we must first of all unseat Tinubu. The fight should be how to register yourself in Ada. If Tinubu is no longer there in 2027, forget second tenure. So leave them. Let them, it's their turn. When you day your turn, again you take act. Some people day during our administration. If they don't stay, because we were all abandoned, that's the truth. They'll begin protest the fact the government, they saw the government, they'll still call, they give them money. Once they give them money, they'll start to sing praise again. They will still come out to tell the whole world, say, I am fighting for Edo people. No, we dey inside, we know, all of us know ourselves. But what is a true man? What is a true man? A true man is the ability to speak the truth at all times. When you're not there, no envy will be there. Not destroy them because you know say not be your own. Once it be your own, you say it's good though, it's good though. No. We know ourselves for inside how we take on that God. We know. All of us notice where. But a real man not supposed to talk because if you talk too much, even the new one where you try to impress not go trust you. That's why you see and say people like Usakwuno Hodi.
we dey try keep our mouth shut. We dey watch wetin we dey talk before we talk. You cannot run things with men. You and men dey una don run things. You come out for social media go dey say go dey talk. That na talky. There are level of maturity that you will get to. You begin to manage yourself. So this is the details I needed to give to you. So as of today, keep on the watch. For those, I will take cover the name of those CFOs who will come out. I'll post them. Now, if first outside, maybe you were not following up. You say, is their turn of what? Is CFO about politics? CFO is not politics. But people who are talking about CFO are playing politics with it. They are playing politics with it. They will not tell you exactly what is happening. Let me tell you the truth. It takes an extreme mind, extreme clean mind, to be able to express facts in politics. The goal of opposition is to tear the government so that you will hate them and chase them away from power. But let me tell you, both Republican, Democrats, and even the entire Western world, within the civilized nation, supported the US airstrike against Iran. Because after elections, everyone comes together to achieve a goal of development. This is my house. Some person may be prevented, if it becomes a public building, some person may be prevented from entering the house through the door. Some will get to the parlor through the door. Some can take through the window and as well get to the parlor. The end result, now the parlor you dey. So it mustn't be about your party. It should be about the collective development of your state. Leave Okpebholo alone. Let us first of all unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When we do that, no second tenure for any of them. You don't know this politics. Concentrate on the federal government. Anybody when they do election for state, you know what they refer the talk? They'll say federal might. What is that? In a federal might, the ruling party at the federal level is already leading 30% even before the commencement of election. They have the army, they have the police, they have the air force. If they want to dismantle you, they will arrest all your strategists. Few days to election. That's why when election is coming, you hardly see real politicians for their house. It's not possible. So leave these people. Let us first of all, under the auspices of Ada, unseat this current administration that has brought in pain, agony, and economic imbroglio to our people. That should be our focus. They know that they needed to make sure that Tinubu remains. If Tinubu remains, get it clearly, they will guarantee their second tenure across the country. And also, do not allow them play the South-North politics to you. Don't listen. The South-North politics, they say Fulani will buy you. Today, they say a Fulani man did a Fulani will buy you. Today, Fulani will buy. Today, Fulani will buy. Now under Satana. As we say, we don't need Northerner. South must complete their tenure. Northerner not said he can't fool where your brother for South they say for you today. If you see somebody inside car, they move. Now, lost recon be. I have a Toyota Venza. In 2016, in 2015, it was 2.5 million. No, 2014, it was 2.5 million. In 2016, 2015, it was about 3 million. But in 2025, Toyota Venza is about 19-20 million. You see how your economy has been bastardized? As at now, we know they buy motor again with the change engine. In the past, vehicle not be asset. Today na asset. You will buy vehicle 5 million. I have Votron. I buy Votron 2.7 Sport. Today, go and price Votron Sport. It's about 6 million, 7 million naira. It's sorry, about 10 million if I'm not mistaken. So, your economy don't bafuka. Who they bufan? Now this set of APC administration at the federal. They are cancers. We must collectively uproot them. Make your focus your focal point if you understand politics. And now, this is an opportunity for me to advise members of the PDP. This is an advice for members of the PDP. Both the youths and elders, specifically in Edo State, but get it very clearly. Even if they from here go in car, they go do, there is no way Tinubu will win Edo. It's like they say they want and they no fit. Tinubu can't win Edo. But let me tell you, opposition must put their house to order. Small pikin if you come out, they wanted that. They say, we want to tell you now, if it happen like this, no. You can't be bringing your people down. Let's give a classical example. I was supposed to do a video about this HROM issue. His Royal Majesty and His Royal Highness. I decided not to say anything about this. Because I said, and I quote, now the dog where we buy, now they bite all of us. What is your history? In your history, how did you started? What was your name and what it is today? Edo people actually forgot where they were coming from. E.g., if not because of Governor Godwin Obaseki, it is the truth and nothing but the truth. There is no way an Esan man will be governor of Edo State. Oshomole will never allow Esan man to be governor. Even if he's pretending today. If not for Pastor Saige Ezeyamu, it will be very Jared Tenebe. Okpawolo will not be governor of Edo State. Except those who forget history, immediately it happens. Pastor Saige Ezeyamu, former deputy governor of Edo State, Loki Maswe, Jared Tenebe, and others. Oshomole actually brought out Denko. They brought in Hope Uzodinma to manipulate the process. The governor of Imo State. Izeyamu and others, including Okpebolo, protested to National Secretariat of the All Progressive Congress to say, no, we will not accept it. The Oshomole resisted them and insisted that that is the candidate. It took the presidential intervention to say, since a normal primary has been conducted, then could you go and work with him as the vice candidate, and while Okpebolo becomes the candidate. But today, they all forgot who stood firmly behind the Esan people. It is the Benin. Now let me tell you this truth. Esan people cannot win an election on their own. It's not possible. It is not possible. If we want to do election today in Edo State, I will say it should be free and fair. The Edo South will rule to time indefinite. It is only through political calculation and agreement that Edo North will rule. Esan will not rule. 2 meetings before the final meeting, Governor Obaseki insisted that Esan man must be the next governor of Edo State. They presented a series of options to him. Your Excellency, we may not win if Esan man. He said no. It was because Aswe was given. Izeyamu was denied the contesting to say, let's give it to Izeyamu. Said no. And let me tell you the truth. Oshomole is not stronger than Izeyamu. It's just that as of today, Oshomole is enjoying presidential backing. Politically, Izeyamu control more structure than Oshomole.
But Oshomole is enjoying presidential backing. If an election is done today in Akoko Edo, they will still lose. But go and get what was the result? Because the likes of Kabiru Ajoto and others who are supposed to stand with the PDP were aggrieved and they left. Instead of bringing in Ajoto as the deputy governor after removing Felicia Ibu, we brought in what's the name of this guy who actually is not totally on ground from Labour Party. One person cannot do it alone. So I was surprised at the end of the day after these activities. Few months after that, the Oba of Benin released a letter and said, truly, you are the Akpakomisa. When the Oba speaks, everybody have no option. And so, okay, everybody relaxed. But as of today, this set of people you just forgot, and now you are not saying your Enoji is now His Royal Majesty. I will not also blame him. It is the statement from Kotisego Saubu, who also said that we will beat anybody. You can't beat anybody. We're in a democratic dispensation. But let us also learn to remember where we are all coming from. This is a fact. Test this hypothesis. Carry out investigation. It will be difficult for a Islam man to single-handedly win the election in Edo. It's not possible. If there is no single vote from Eastern land, there is little vote from Edo North, and the whole of Edo South will win governorship. There's one, we don't win the whole local government in Eastern land. We don't get one vote. They will get all the votes in Edo South. We will win local government. We will win election totally. More would they remember where would they come from? I don't want to talk about this HROM. It paid me to my bone marrow. Because when you help people, they can't come back or they beat you because they forget where they come from. It paid there. But I look at myself, no need for me to talk. Now the dog will buy. Now they eat all of us. Go look the chair where Taro of Auchi they sit down. It is written, His Royal Highness. He did there. All of them there in Eastern land in Auchi, their Highness. Why now? His Royal Majesty. Are you not beating us for standing by you? Are you not beating us for standing by you? I made a post and I said, I don't blame more Edo people, many Benins. Now they not use their brain to think. We do the form of our enlightenment. We know they do tribalism, follow the way people do tribalism against us. With the phone say we're too sharp. With the phone say we are in the we make noise. If we sit down and think, we will know say that they even plan to unseat us from the very capacity we would enjoy. And in terms of politics, we are lagging behind. We have the numeric value. We do not have the political value. The decision in APC, despite the fact that Isa man is in government, the decision in APC is still coming from Edo North. The decision of Isa man, as far as this administration is concerned, is out of 10 is 4%. 6 is coming from elsewhere. Politically, and in Edo South, who is your leader? Today you carry this leader come and you insult him. Tomorrow you carry this leader come and you insult him. Next tomorrow you carry this one come and you insult him. Go and check. Go back to history. The highest man we don't play the highest trickish politics in Nigeria, including anti-party, is late
Anthony Hakakon Aneni. Show me a single post where is a man for insulting. One post you see is a man I thought to Aneni like this. This a man I APC man I say no like what Aneni they do. Or this a man a PDP man on Abga. He was the leader of the Esan people. And he projected them. Esan get leader from Akomo to them to Irisha Nene. They all stood behind their leader. Go and check. Basically, the public infrastructure we were enjoying to date, before the advent of Oshomole Obaseki and Lucky Benedion and currently Obewolo, came from Dr. Samuel Ogbemudia. The people of Edo South insulted to grave. May God bless distinguished Senator Ege Edobo Osamiri. The Benin will know who that man is, not now, but later. How did you manage to have a Benin man as your VC today? Who has been the VC in the University of Benin for quite some time? Professor Wanze, Professor this, Professor that, from Egoin. Ozame said no. As a senator, he should not continue like this. He went to meet President Umar Musa Yar'Adua through President Jonathan and said, the University of Benin has been there for years. We have intelligent people, professors and others. No one is given opportunity to be VC. Why? In our own state, we have the University of Benin. Jonathan directed Osamiri to make recommendation and to go and ask late Dr. Samuel Ogbemudia to bring a cover letter agreeing that the nomination by Senator Osamiri is approved by the people of Edo. Immediately, late Ogbemudia wrote a letter to the president, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. What this man is saying is what we stood by. That was how late Osayuki Oshodi became the VC of University of Benin. To date, the trend is going, and now you still have a Benin man as the VC University of Benin. 9-4. For over 100 years, no Benin man has ever ventured to be at the aim of affair. Who did it again? Senator Osamiri. You will not know today, you will know. But let me break this secret. Osamiri fought. And a Benin man was then appointed. Osamiri is the CEO of Speed FM. One of the criteria to get a job there is you will not be a betrayer, and secondly, you know how to speak your language very clearly, and you have the qualification, you get a job. He fought, and at the end of the day, Ebenima was appointed as the head of NIFO. For over 100 years, we have never ventured such position in the past. Now, what about psychiatric hospital? Anemi had already blocked the appointment of Olotu as the head of psychiatry, claiming that Olotu is a madman, he cannot manage psychiatric hospital. Ozame has been pushing. That's why when Ozame wanted to contest 2016 election, it was Seriaki Dixon that called Ozame and told him, please withdraw from that race. They want you to burn your money. They will never give you ticket. They want to frustrate you. That was how Ozame quickly stepped down. This is a secret, not saying me I talk but just enlighten Edo people. It was Seriaki Dixon, the former governor of Bayelsa State, that called him. There's already a plot to make sure, say, once he do the election, they'll collect him money, go broke. Because of what? He claimed that was psychiatric. Do you know what? They went to the president to go and tell the president, then President Jonathan, that Olotu is a madman. That Olotu cannot manage it. Then, Dr. Jonathan summoned Osamiri
and said, the person you are pushing for, they say he's a madman. Ozambe responded to the president and said, Your Excellency, who and who are in psychiatric hospital? He said, mad people. He said, hey, so you need a madman to also manage them. If they claim the man is mad, let him go there to go and manage his constituency very well. That was how a Benin man entered into the position in the psychiatric hospital. Federal. You may not know all this, but certainly in the future, the facts will be there. So, it's so painful that after the people of Edo South have wrestled, worked to make sure, because there is a language we were taught from the beginning. I was surprised to see this same set of people who knows clearly that what they have is in their own is a Noji, His Royal Highness. Go and check your history. Esan was a chief in Benin. His Royal Highness. They say no, it is not His Royal Majesty. And there is no statement from the government. I won't say much about this because now the dog will we buy, now they eat also. Now the dog will we use our hand buy, now they eat us. Because with the feast say we are liberal, let's be free, let's everybody is one. We don't. But you are living, everybody is one. Are they living with you like that? Are they also living with you like that? If you want joy, everybody must donate in ensuring that joy. I pray that God gives you and the whole of us the opportunity to understand ourselves and to also understand that we work tirelessly to make sure that even if who we actually supported from our own divide did not emerge because of unnecessary political manipulation, we all know who won the election. But at the end of the day, it is because of the sacrifice made by His Excellency, the former governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, that brought in an Esan administration. If not, Esan man of the governor. Take this matter to anywhere and if they can't, how can you win? How can Esan win election? It was the fight of Obaseki. Oshomole does not want Esan man. It's the least person who Oshomole will want to be governor of this state na Esan. I'm also surprised that to date, the governor of Edo State is more closer to Oshomole than Pastor Sagi Izeyamu. Even if it is alleged that then so they give her money, what about the fight? Izeyamu came out on the national TV to say, on this, Oshomole will not decide who becomes the candidate. I fear Izeyamu when they talk, and really not, Oshomole not decide the candidate. Now no say Izeyamu na political line. And I want to call on Edo South. While you are playing politics, don't destroy your fabric. While you are playing politics, don't destroy your people. Regardless of political divide, defend your own collective interest first. Politics is the more you look, the less you see. I'm Comrade Stanley Sagunopudi. By the grace of God, the CEO of Woman in Edo State. Thank you. I hope this video enlightened you to some extent. Get it clearly. Disclaimer. I'm not against Esan people. I'm not against the people of Edo North. I'm not even against my people in Edo South. But I'm saying the bitter truth. And I'm also saying that we must learn to appreciate history and also appreciate those who honor is due. Thank you and bye for now.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Stalios Azor Sakwinokodi. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video. Make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.